You know it, I know it. We're here to talk about the MrBeast AI thumbnail situation. Yes, it's a pretty big deal. Yes, a lot of people are upset. MrBeast has made some responses during the time that it's been announced and hearing the outreach and people speaking up. Going to go over all of it right now. This is one of those situations where, of course, this isn't the first time I talked about MrBeast. We had a situation that I talked about last year, more or less, talking about the huge MrBeast AI art situation where he was doing some hiring for AI artists, if you will. It's a whole big situation. Recommend going and checking out that video after this one. But this one today is a little bit different. It is something that is, MrBeast has more or less announced his own services. He has a thing that's supposed to help out people, if you will, help out creators, at least that's how he says it. And let's start off by watching some of the new promotional video that he has attached to his new AI service.
There's a new way to make professional looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on.
Yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving. He literally just showed you taking someone else's thumbnail and then putting someone's face over it. And then say, hey, now it's your thumbnail. Look at that. That's crazy, right? Look how cool it is. It's like, boom, easy. And of course, Eric Point Crow, which there's a whole other thing to go through that. But it was just funny. He put this in. He said, I just want to put it in here. Rules for thee, but not for me. And this was a tweet that MrBeast made years ago saying the largest channel in Russia just takes my thumbnails and photoshops his face on mine. Yeah, pretty interesting, right? Let's continue.
A thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is...
Ah, yes, I love that too. Just typing in some random channel, yoinking all their thumbnails, feeding it into AI, and then making something entirely brand new, if you will. Wow, that's such a great tool. Just wait until you hear the price. Oh, yeah, this is going to be so accessible for all these new and upcoming creators, and he just wants to level the playing field, as he says.
Perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward. Now let's say you don't want to take inspiration from a YouTube channel. You don't have to. As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background with no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate, and I think you're gonna be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way. Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane. All from one single prompt and no inspiration from any other channel. You can type literally anything you want and it will generate a thumbnail for you in a style that will make a viral YouTube.
Hey, spoiler, nope, that's not gonna give you a viral video. Just because you have some thumbnail that mimics or replicates something like MrBeast or whatever you might wanna call it, doesn't mean you're instantly gonna become a celebrity on YouTube and you're gonna have all these views funneling in. I think that's deceptive. I think that's scummy. I think that's just really trying to prey on individuals, like people who want to watch those YouTuber type videos on YouTube that say, oh, here's all these super different retention techniques on how you keep people in. First, second in, then you need to have splice it up. Then you need to have all these different things go on to keep the people's attention. Go, 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 go. No, that's how you, it fucking ruins YouTube. I hate it so much. This is why I really agree with the statement from Jacksepticeye. He said, what the actual fuck, he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into. Fuck AI. So on that point, I agree with that. But on the other hand, I also agree with the other fact that MrBeast has ruined YouTube, which is a hot take that people really was upset with Jacksepticeye for saying many years ago, but he wasn't wrong. MrBeast tried to really, instead of trying to make content that was good for people, he just see, how can I maximize retention? How can I keep people watching the longest? What type of hidden techniques can I include in my videos to actually keep people watching? Has nothing to even do with the whole dog pack stuff. Not even here to talk about that. Don't care about that. Moving all that to the side, no matter, without a shadow of a doubt, when you look at what YouTube was before and after MrBeast, it's a very different place, and it's a place now that is just meant to have bangs, explosions, try to keep people glued to their screen, just never looking away for a second. I hate it so much, and it just feels so corporate. It feels very business-like. It's just like, The biggest way that I can describe it and how I view MrBeast is just a shell of a person who has a lot of money that people have a lot of interest in because he has a lot of money, not because of MrBeast himself and just how much of a chill guy he is and how much of a cool guy. Like, if you compare MrBeast and Moist Critical, whether or not you like Moist Critical, there's one thing you can't deny, and that his personality shows in his videos. People like Moist Critical's videos for him as the creator, hear his thoughts, hear his opinions. They do not care about how much money he has or how much he's going to spend in a video to try and keep you retained and to watch it. He is just someone that makes videos, and that's it. MrBeast, on the other hand, no one say, man, MrBeast is such a cool dude, man. I like his, he has some pretty cool takes, some cool opinions. I always want to know what he's thinking about. No, it's more like, hey, how much money you spending in this video? How much money you about to give away today? Oh, hey, I wonder if I'm going to be someone that's going to be able to get some money. It always just involves money. And to me, might be a hot take. I don't care. I just think that sucks. I genuinely do. I like videos that are meant for more of a creator that is showing who they are in themselves and having that shine. But that's just me personally.
Video. And step 3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you can also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car. And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in, change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan.
So yeah, I can already see those thumbnail artists getting really upset, the ones who spend a lot of time and money trying to create thumbnails that they believe is going to be, good enough to get people to click on it, because there is a whole business towards that. For those that are unaware, there is a whole business dedicated to just making thumbnails for YouTube videos that are supposed to try and entice and get people to click them as much as possible. And so with a tool like this, it's going to be stepping on their toes. I already know they're probably upset. They're fuming because this is just crazy. Just, hey, yeah, let me just take this popular video's thumbnail and type in a real prompt real quick, change something real quick, and boom, now it's my thumbnail. You didn't make that. I made that. Yeah, imagine how that's going to play out. It's not going to play out well.
That was it. I just typed in a prompt and it swapped it. This is crazy. If you really like the thumbnail you're generating, but not the face on it, don't worry. We have this face swap tool that you can click, upload a face you do like, and it will instantly swap it onto the thumbnail. To show you how simple this is, I'm gonna take a photo of my face, okay? I'm now gonna hit face swap and take the thumbnail from this to this automatically.
The largest Daniel Russia just takes my thumbnail and photoshops his face on mine. Wow, that looks like what your tool does now. What a coinky ding, that's crazy. Wow.
I could go on and on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a PhD in how to edit things and figure out what 1,000 buttons do. Now, you can literally just type into a prompt what you want and it'll give it to you.
Ah, yes, the future of YouTube thumbnails has been changed forever. Now we're not going to have to worry about all that nonsense having to actually know how to Photoshop things and actually try to create something yourself. Who needs that when you just got AI that can just take someone else's thumbnail and do it that way? Easy peasy, super done, super quick. Let's do this. Now, for those that are wondering what MrBeast's response has been to some of this, don't worry, I got you. We're about to look at that in a second. First, let's actually look at the price of this tool. It's expensive. This is super expensive. His response that he made in regards to all this is even worse. But here it is. His website's called viewstats.com. It says create video titles, video ideas, titles, and thumbnails that go viral. That does not, it's not how it works, but let's continue. It says no one will go viral before you hit record. Track trends, analyze competitors, and A/B test, find out outlier videos, and create thumbnails that convert, all powered by real-time YouTube data and in one platform. This is a very scary, I wouldn't say scary, but this is a very bold claim to make because you cannot guarantee that anything will ever go viral. That is the furthest thing from the truth. Things will go viral if it goes viral, but there's no one-track shop that say, hey, these tools will guarantee that you go viral. Now, there's probably asterisk somewhere on here that say, this isn't a factual claim, but this is a chance that can increase your chances of going more viral, but it's not a guarantee. That's what it probably should say. But again, maybe it's somewhere in a TOS. I couldn't tell you. And so then continuing on, says we decode the MrBeast formula and the tools that any channel can use. Talks about him just saying all these internal tools that he has made over the years. Then here's all the different tools that he's going to have. Create high converting thumbnails, discover viral outlier videos, research channel and full performance, analyze top performing thumbnails, keep up with your competitors' channels, never miss a beat with alerts. Yeah, you get the point. It's just pretty much a bunch of things that are what all you see. If you're like a YouTuber who's new to the game, you're trying to figure out what to do, You'll see with all these channels that are literally, you'll see get like a lot of views. And the reason why they get a lot of views is typically because you get a bunch of people who are new to YouTube that want to get rich. They want to get famous. They want to get a lot of views. And so they watch videos like that. But in reality, those videos don't offer anything beyond just common sense. And reality is YouTube comes down to a point of knowing your niche, knowing what you're making, and then actually just gaining the audience, hopefully through the algorithm. That's really what it boils down to. These viral thumbnails, any of that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things, and you're not going to go viral just because of this tool right here. On top of that, another thing you got to realize, look at this. Costs $80 to use this tool, dog. $80 a month. No. Please don't buy this. For the love of God, please don't buy this. Just focus on making better content, or better yet, just make content that you enjoy. Make content that you like, and you'll eventually get to where you want to be if you're hopefully lucky enough in the YouTube algorithm and you find an audience that enjoys the content that you make. I, just like Jacksepticeye, I really hate the whole maximize retention and focusing so hard on the analytical data of CTR and everything else. I hate it with a passion. I really do. There's a reason why my videos, for those that have always wondered my thoughts, a reason why they seem very similar to Most Critical in the sense, is because that's the type of content that I enjoy. I like someone just talking to a camera, giving their thoughts, whatever it might be, and that's it. I don't need explosions. I don't need air horns. I don't need fast, rapid cutting. I just want to watch someone that's just chill, talk about stuff. Might not agree with everything they say, but I don't care. They seem like a cool enough person, and I just want to listen to something. Maybe it's just background noise, whatever the case might be. That's the type of content I prefer, and that's what I always enjoyed about YouTube back in the early days, back when we still have 5-star ratings, because those people that just want to make videos that they enjoyed, and they didn't feel like videos that were designed to try and maximize retention and get as much money out of them as possible. I think that sucks, and I think it's trash. Anyways, MrBeast made a response to this, and it sucks in my opinion, but hey, here we go. So earlier, Point Crow made a tweet and he said he had a chat with MrBeast about his AI thumbnail creation tool. He says, while I'm uncertain what will be happening moving forward, I voiced my thoughts directly to him. Great idea to want to make content creation more accessible, which I will say that's a load of garbage because content creation has always been accessible. It is more accessible than ever. There's no rules. There's no guidelines that say you need to have top quality camera. You need to have top of the line audio. You need to have this. You need to have that. The point of content creation when YouTube first started was to always have fun and be yourself. That was to just make things that you enjoy and that you want to share with others. There's no need for you to be shopping around looking for graphic designers to try and create you a thumbnail for a YouTube video that's probably going to get like maybe 1 view, or maybe if you're lucky 10 views, and then you only got like 100 subscribers. There's no need for that. Just make it yourself. Just try the best that you can and keep on pushing. People will be more forgiving because they understand that you're a new channel. As long as you, the creator, you, the personality, is something that people like, then you will probably eventually grow your channel to a point where you can afford those people if you want to, but those are more of a luxury, but it's not needed. It's genuinely not needed. And I wish that people would realize that. Yes, I can understand the argument. Oh, well, you know, have you seen the competition these days and trying to really make a name for yourself and get out there? Yes, I've seen it. But again, those things are more of luxuries, not necessary necessities to grow your channel. Just make content and improve at your own pace. As long as you have fun, you will probably, I can't guarantee it, of course, but you will hopefully get to where you want to be one day. It might not be in the first year, might not be in the second year. Hell, it might not even be in the third year. And who knows, maybe at this point with AI and how much it's taken off, it might not even be possible anymore to really make a name for yourself. But the point is, as long as you're having fun, then at least the process in just making stuff will be a lot more bearable, enjoyable than watching all these nonstop videos on YouTube that say, here's 5 easy steps to grow your channel and get all these views. When in reality, the only reason why those videos even have that many views to begin with is because it's called how to grow your channel and these easy steps, and people are trying to grow their channel, so they're going to click on it anyways. That's the only real reason. But the actual fact of the matter is that there's no secret sauce. There's no real answer. Just make quality content, make content that you enjoy, and hopefully you get lucky with the algorithm. And that's really it. That's it. There's nothing else. I only get mad at this because I just hate what YouTube has really become, which is really trying to maximize it and try and get the most views and all these other silly things. And I feel like the plot is so lost. But I'm just like an old man ranting at this point. It's just so stupid. Anyways, let's continue. Continue on. It says, but this isn't remotely the solution to that, and actually fundamentally hurts creators as a whole, which I agree. It says, just mentioning because I think it's important to note that he reached out, even though we still largely disagree, leaving everything up to discourage this still. And I'll count this hopefully as my book into the saga. Cheers. MrBeast replies back saying, hey, I appreciate the feedback. I love the YouTube community more than anyone can even remotely comprehend. Already working on changes like face swap should only be used to swap your face on your thumbnail, obviously not others. And overall, I'll build this more in a way to be an inspiration for artists and a tool that they use and not replace them. Very good feedback. My goal with view stats is to build a tool to level the playing field between people like me with 300 employees and new creators that can't afford a small army. Again, I've already voiced my thoughts. You don't need an army at all anyways to take off on YouTube. I've seen plenty of channels do well that don't have any type of army or any type of real tool set that just make videos like me. So again, you don't really need this, but I did see one reply that someone made that I want to highlight because it makes a lot of sense. Says, if you seriously think that you're leveling the playing field with that price point, then you've been far too rich for far too long. And I agree. You think $80 a month for someone that's brand new to the game and you're trying to help new creators, you're delusional. The idea that MrBeast can type out saying that he wants to help out new creators but then have a tool that is priced out $80, and then on top of that, he never had the thought or even consider for 1 second to reach out to content creators beforehand, ones that are already popular, ones that are already big, to get their thoughts on tools like this. Come on, man. Come on, like it's so very blatantly obvious to see this. I know there's probably gonna be some MrBeast defenders in the comments saying, "Oh, you just don't get him. Why are you hating on him, bro? Everyone's always just hating on MrBeast. He wants to do so much good for the world. He wants to do so much good for everybody, and all people do is ever hate on him." Shut the fuck up. All right, shut the fuck up. No, he can take criticism. He's a grown man. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I'm gonna just be completely honest. Criticism is how things get better. And this motherfucker needs some goddamn criticism. You know, I don't care about the whole dog pack stuff. Means nothing to me. Only thing that I focus on is this right here. And I can tell you right off the bat, things talking about this saying your next video should go viral, talking about how this tool is going to make you go viral. I think that's a scam. I think that's a lie. If you're someone that's brand new to the game, don't be paying for this trash. It's legitimately garbage. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. I ranted about this long enough. MrBeast hasn't made no public statement on his actual Twitter account. Probably won't. That's how he always goes about these things. He never actually makes any real statement. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. If you made this far into the video, consider getting likes from the channel, leave comments what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.